let's get started. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being a part of our fourth virtual event organized by Women Who Test Bangalore chapter. I'm Shruti, the chapter leader for WWT Bangalore, and will be the host for the day. I'm currently working as a senior test engineer with Trigent. So, talking about Trigent, Trigent has an history of 25 years creating a value for its clients. And for further details, you can look in for the next slide. So this is what Trigent is all about. You can look in for the certifications, awards, or the partnerships with Trigent. So coming about the testing or the tester role. So many of us would have been engaged with the question, what's my role as a tester, right? So, and looking at the current situation, many of the testers are running behind the latest trends, but little attention is being paid to the fundamental testing skills as well. So this contributes the testers to the state of confusion about their identity and the line of work. So if you feel the same, then this is a time for you to find your ikigai. Yes, ikigai. So what do you mean by ikigai? Ikigai is a Chinese concept which means for a reason for being, or a reason for you to get out of the bed every day. Okay, so yeah, you got to know about ikigai now. So then you might be questioning or you might be wondering, how does this ikigai got to do with, or what does this want to do with your testing industry or the testers, right? So to answer this question, we have Ajay Balamurugadas today with us. So we welcome you, Ajay. Talking about Ajay, Ajay is a co-founder of Weekend Testing, which is a worldwide movement for the skilled testers. So Ajay has also written 6 small books under the topic "What If," so which are downloadable at his blog. Ajay is currently leading the delivery at Capital QA, and Ajay is also a provider of continuous testing solutions to DevOps team. So we welcome you again, Ajay.
Thank you, Shruti, and welcome everyone. I see close to more than 40 members joining. So that is fantastic for the simple reason that this is lunchtime and you have decided to be part of this. Thank you very much. And let's just quickly go on to, yes. So before I jump into the session, um, I would like to thank each one of you for the simple reason that you have decided to spend a part of your life for this 1 hour, right? Because this second is gone. You cannot get it back, right? So I don't want to spend the whole hour with you and then you think that, oh, maybe this session was not for me, right? So what I think is I will quickly go through all the slides that I have in less than 2-3 minutes. I'll give you like the index or the overview of my entire talk. And if you feel okay, makes sense, we can stay. Feel free to stay. If you feel that no, I know all this, or it is not applicable to me right now, please feel free to do something else. Feel free to do something else that helps you find your ikigai. Okay. So yes, so this is something about myself. Then yes, it is about the book Ikigai. I was inspired by this book, and then I thought, okay, what is Ikigai? Then how to relate it with testing, followed by why we need to be very clear about our purpose, and then a small exercise, and then why we are to be blamed for some of the distractions in the industry, then few tough questions. What would testing Ikigai look like? Why being in the flow is important, some practical advice. And then from the book Ikigai, what are the 7 conditions for achieving flow? How to apply that in testing? And then in short, a summary. And then finally about me, right? So with this, let's go back to this slide. Right. So if there are any questions, or you can type it out, or I have a question for you. My question is, what are you expecting from this talk? Why did you think, okay, I should attend this talk, right? What is that one reason I want to see. So you can type it out in the questions or in the chat, whichever is available to you. So I can see that what do you want or what are you looking for in this particular session. All yours. You can go ahead and type.
So attendees, you have a chat option available towards your right panel. So whatever you want to discuss or you want to state to Ajay, that chat option is all yours.
Shruti, the one fantastic thing of having testers as audience is we are so used to unknown stuff that we figure out within seconds, right? So we are
Yeah.
so used to working without instructions, without requirement documents. The association of testing with Ikigai caught my curiosity. Hi Deepthi, hi Gaurav. Gaurav maybe tested Ikigai may make me more precisely productive as a software tester. Yes, I like the word may because no one is sure of the future. How to create a personal brand as a tester? Fantastic. We can look at that as well. What else? So I received what? Three responses. Others are thinking. Okay, now we get more responses. How do we approach testing? Okay. Yes, some of it will definitely be discussed in this session. Are there any more questions or the reasons for attending this? I'll look for just one more maybe. To know Ikigai in testing. Perfect. It just matches with the entire title as well as the talk. Good. So let's get started. Let me again present. Let me click and then present. Good. So again, even before we go into this talk, see, this is the time we need to realize that all of us are working from home, working from places where we are not used to working continuously for so many days. Our family is not used to seeing us work like this, right? We have occupied their space. Okay, it is if you are attending a meeting and then say your family members come in between, don't tell them to be silent. Okay, you are disturbing their space. Respect that and thank them that they have allowed you to continue your work. How will you feel if family members start coming to your office and then start discussing about their daily activities or put the pressure cooker in the meeting room? How will you feel? You won't feel great, right? It's the same feeling that they are feeling right now. So it is us who need to adjust. With this in mind, go back to your family, thank them for giving you the space, for giving you the freedom, removing the distractions so that you can work peacefully. Okay. So with that thank you note, let's start. So who am I? I am a software tester. I learn by asking questions. Now, asking questions is my favorite task. In any project I go, this is my favorite part. I ask questions because I don't know. So I ask to learn. I am no expert. I am still learning. And I also want answers. Okay. It's not like maybe I am a speaker at this session. It's like I know all the answers. No, I don't know. I'm also looking out for answers. But at the same time, I've maybe made more mistakes than many people who have not even tried so many times, right? I have in fact made 50 plus mistakes in my software testing career, and I've written a book on it. You can find that book on Leanpub or on the last slide. It is called 50 plus mistakes of my software testing career, right? I love making mistakes, but one thing I'm very careful about, I don't repeat the same mistake. I'm very conscious about it. I'm not afraid to make new mistakes, but I don't want to repeat the same mistakes. And that's a deadly combination. Because when I make mistakes, I learn. And when I don't repeat the mistakes, then people around me are super confident that, okay, this person will not make that mistake, right? Again. Okay. So with that, let's say, yes, Ikigai, this is the book. If you are a book reader, please go ahead. You must have read by now. If not, highly recommended. It's the Japanese secret to a long and happy life. It has a lot of secrets. Now, then once I read this book um, in a happy book reading session, which I conduct every Saturday for 1 hour, then I realized, oh wow, you can apply it to testing, because I kind of apply anything and everything to testing. I am super passionate about software testing. You know, those ads that used to come, I love, I eat, drink, sleep cricket. I eat, drink, sleep testing, software testing. Okay. I have huge problems with my family members who are against it. They say, like, take rest. But I'm like, no, 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 things like that. Okay. So let's see how is Ikigai related to testing. So before that, Ikigai is reason to jump out of bed every morning. What is your reason to jump out of bed every morning? If you don't jump out of bed every morning and you drag yourself out of the bed, maybe you have still not found your purpose, or you're not doing something that you would love to do. That's why you are dragging yourself. If you love what you do in the early morning, then it's like, oh wow, today is the day I need to conquer. I need to fulfill my purpose, right? So discover your purpose in life. If you don't know the purpose in life, if you don't know your purpose, uh, work on it. As simple as that. Work on what? Work on discovering the purpose. How to do that, we'll see in future slides. Ikigai is happiness of always being busy. When you are busy and you get tired, that means you don't like for what you are busy. If you are busy but you're super happy, that means you're doing something what you like. Think about it. If you like maybe watching cricket, if you like maybe watching Big Boss, you can spend 3 hours, 4 hours. You're busy and you're also happy because you are liking what you're doing, right? So Ikigai is the state to get to where you say, I am happy being busy. I am doing what I love. Okay. You are not complaining that, oh, I am so busy, because you're liking what you're doing. That means you have found your Ikigai. Now let's relate that to testing. I have 3 questions for you. Why do you test? What is the purpose of testing? And are you a happy tester? Just read these lines under why do you test? Talk to yourself, think, and let me know out of 4 how many is true for you. Do you test because you can't code? Do you test because you want to assure product quality? Do you test because you are the gatekeeper of quality? Do you test because you want to sign off the releases? And you can tell me the number. Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? What is your score out of these 4? Why do you test? 0? It's not because of any of these, or one or two or three or four. Four. Okay. Who else? See, these sessions are like the pots. How much ever you put in, that much you get out of that pot, right? So zero, good. So both the extremes we have in the audience. Nice. Two, okay. Midway, zero, none of them. Good. Hi, Saurabh. Are you the same one who is testing the medical devices? Good. So I have put a cross against these, a red cross. If you are testing because you can't code, if you are testing to assure product quality, if you are testing because you want to be the gatekeeper of quality, if you are testing because you want to sign off the releases, I am sorry. It is difficult being a tester. It is like because of something else you are being a tester, not because you love testing. Testers cannot assure product quality. If you find a bug, will the product quality improve? No, till someone fixes that, right? So we thinking that testers can assure product quality is a foolish theme, is a foolish sense, according to me. So I would suggest you go ahead and read this blog post. Testers get out of quality assurance business. This is by Michael Bolton. Okay? Get out of quality assurance business. You can't assure the quality. You have no clue which version of IDE the developer is using, which plugin the importer they are using. Using that, they are writing the code. And then you think that, oh, I can assure the quality. You can assure the quality of your work, not the entire product's work. Okay? And this in itself is a totally big topic. If you want to debate, before that, I suggest you go ahead and read that blog post, and then I'm available for debate. Sign off releases is on the same lines. It's like you being the gatekeeper. You should be someone like the census of the product owner. You should be the like the you have that big lights, right? You light the path, like the headlights of the project, like the headlights of the truck. So you tester, you are the headlights of the project. What does headlight do? It just throws light. Hey, look, looks like there is a danger coming in. Hey, you have not paid attention to this part of the product, right? And then the product owner, the product manager, the one responsible for the release of the product, they should take the decision, not you. Because you don't have 100% knowledge of the context. Okay. So what is the purpose of testing? To provide information. To provide information about the quality of the product so that the management can take informed decisions. They can take decisions even without you. Agree? They can take decisions even without you. No management needs a testing team to take a decision. They can take even without you. But it will not be an informed decision. Right? So to take an informed decision about the quality of the product, they need testers' help. That's where you need to provide information. But what do testers do? Oh, these 20 cases pass, 3 failed. Here are the 8 bugs. What do I learn from it? Zero, nothing. Testers are unable to tell a testing story. When you listen to the news and there is a, say, a cricket match, Okay, after the cricket match in the news, will they say India and Sri Lanka played a match and Sri Lanka won? Or will they say the context? It was the third match of this series. India won the toss, elected to field, and so happened. And then this result, this was the final result. You know how the story is built? We testers should learn from that. Whenever someone asks, how is testing going on? It is both are to be blamed. The managers are also to be blamed, the one who asks the question and the one who answers also. Sometimes I feel when I ask the question, how is testing going, or what is the update on this particular task? It's in progress. What do you mean by it's in progress? Even if you have started, it's 1% progress. You are near the completion, it is 99% progress. Do you see the fun we do? Do you see the way in which we disrespect our craft? And then we say, testing has no future. No, developers are highly paid. You show the skills, you will be paid so much. We are not ready to show the skills. We are like, oh, testing a test cases, execute a bug, file a go. If you do that, that's all. Salary, oh, divide by 10, give a go. Right? What is CTC? Cost to the company. What is the value you are giving for the cost? If you give a higher value, your CTC will grow. If you give a lower value, your CTC will be low. Simple logic only. And then we blame, right? So first we need to understand the purpose of testing. Many are still in that first list. We need to come out. We need to be the critical thinkers. What is critical thinking? All big words. What is critical thinking? Thinking about your thinking is called critical thinking. How can I be wrong? Whatever I am thinking, how can I be wrong? First of all, many don't even think. If they are thinking, the first thought that comes to their mind, they present. Very few spend time thinking about their thinking. And I bet they would be highly paid. So we need to be the headlights of the project. We need to be like the senses, the eyes, the nose, the ears, the senses of the stakeholders. That is purpose of testing. The last question, are you a happy tester? Are you really happy what you are doing? If the answer is no, you are cheating yourself, you are cheating the company you are working with, right? You don't need to answer. Your talents can be used somewhere else. Remember the first day that you became a tester, that excitement you had, right? If you are coming from this group, of course you will not have. But if you had that excitement, where did that excitement go? Selenium came, APM came, and suddenly that excitement went away. No. You can always reignite that excitement. See, the problem is never the problem. Our response to the problem is the problem. I will repeat. The problem is never the problem. Our response to the problem is the problem. Right? We are ready to spend 1 hour watching Big Boss, watching IPL, but that 1 hour early we are not ready to get up and learn testing. We expect the company to teach us testing. Why? Why should the company increase the cost? Think about it. If you run a company, why would you put extra cost? You would say minimum cost, highest value, right? That's how you will make profits. Are you worried about industry trends? So I want an answer for these two questions. Are you worried about industry trends, AI replacing you? Do you know your testing purpose? What's your answer for that? Are you worried? Are you not worried? Not worried about trends. Worried about trends. Yes. So the ones who said yes, worried about trends. One question I want to ask you, and then it's okay if you leave the webinar also. Okay. The question is, what are you doing to make yourself super skilled? Okay. What are you doing to make yourself super skilled? There are two things you can do when you're worried. You can continuously worry. You I'm worried, I'm worried, I'm worried, I'm worried, I'm worried, I'm worried. That is option one. Second option is, okay, I'm worried. Why am I worried? Okay, what should I do to reduce the, that way you will like in few days you will get rid of that worry. So unless you are very clear about your purpose, there are thousands of distractions in the testing industry and lakhs of testers to give you opinions. I am one of those lakhs of testers. You need to be very clear about your purpose, or else what happens? Someone will come and say, oh, you don't know Ansible. Come, this course will help you. You should know Ansible. You start that Ansible course. Someone else will come. Hey, what Ansible? Data science is the future. Come. Someone will say, hey, IoT is a big boom next to 2 3 years. Then someone will say, hey, forget all that. Let's do mobile automation. Then someone will say, security bug bounty. I've seen how much I earn. Right? You will be like, oh my God, what's happening? Where should I go? DevOps, data science, IoT, security, performance. Oh, I forgot what I had to do for my office today. That will happen. So you need to be very clear about your purpose. How do you be clear about your purpose? Ask questions. Ask to yourself first. Ask your manager. If the manager doesn't know, have a discussion. Right? Introspect. Read the book Ikigai. Okay, you will discover your purpose. Add one for every point. If you know someone, it could be yourself as well. If you know someone who believes in the following, so they are like 3, 5, 10 points. What is your score? If you feel like automation put a point 1. If you feel testing has no future and both of these are yes, your score is 2. Right? Do that and let me know what's your final score. Correct. Arun says no worries if you have skills and ready to learn new things. Exactly. It's like a boolean and you need to have the skills and you need to be ready to learn new things. Good. Even without knowledge of any tools, I'm not worried about trends. Uh, yes, makes sense. Depends. What's your score, folks? Out of 10, what's your score? If you know someone also, it need not be only you. If you know someone else also who believes in the following, put a score. Can you repeat how to evaluate? Read the bullet. If you believe in that, or if you know someone who believes in that, put 1. Read the next one. If you believe, then again put 1 more point. So add up 1 plus 1. Good. 0 score. Someone has a 0 score, as all of them are just a first for them. Yes, you might be on the right track. 6 for someone. Yes, I feel your pain. I feel your the circle you are in. All you must be like super worried. Don't worry, we'll help you. So last one answer. Who's it? Right. So 4. Yes, good. So with all of these, pay attention to this at the bottom. These are all distractions. If you know your purpose, none of this will affect you. As I told, if you don't know why you are testing, if you don't know why you as a tester are hired for, you will fall into every trap. You will fall into every distraction. You will pay attention to every distraction. And then you will feel, oh, there's so much of distractions. Okay. But if you know your purpose, you will say, that's okay. See, there was a time when a tool came. I know that this tool will also go and some other tool will come. I know that this concept came and it went, it lived its shelf life and it's over, right? And you will learn new skills. So don't worry too much. And we are to be blamed for some of the distractions. We write names of tools under skills. We don't emphasize the skills like questioning, critical thinking, problem solving, communication. If you ask me, these are the things that we do in office. We question, we think, we are paid to think, we are paid to solve problems, we are paid to communicate, collaborate with team members and solve problems. We don't highlight these in our resume. What do we highlight? I know JMeter, I know Selenium, I know Cypress, I know Protractor, and under skills we write these. Why do we write this? Because the JD asks for skills and puts these. Knowledge of skill set, it lists out the skills. The tool's name. So JD asks, so our resume matches JD. Seeing our resume, the one who prepares the JD matches the JD. So it's a cycle. Okay. Why are we worried that our resume will not cross the JD automatic ATS, right? Automatic tracking system or something? Because we don't have an online portfolio. We go in that thousands or hundreds of resumes. Our resume is one of them. Our name is not the certification. People don't know by our name. They know by a piece of paper, resume. Don't you think your name should be your certification? Oh, it's hard work, Ajay. Of course, it's hard work. If you want to get that value, you have to put that hard work. Or else, if you're happy being in that rat race, mouse race, whatever race, of it like 100 people, 1,000 people, go ahead. I have no issues. We also talk of manual and automation testing. Have you ever talked about manual programming, automation programming? No. But we talk of manual and automation testing. We talk like this, then we have debates, then the industry talks this, and then we say, oh, testing has zero respect as a craft. Testers are always looked upon because we fight on such small things. When was the last time we read a testing book? When was the last time we practiced testing skills? Oh, I practiced yesterday in my office. No, that is for your project. Outside office work, when was the last time you practiced? When was the last time you made a mistake or tried something new? Oh, my manager will fire me. My manager will shout at me. See, people talk about promoting innovation. Innovation cannot happen right the first time all the times. Right? You know how many times it took to get that final bulb, right? Thomas Alva Edison, you know that. But still we say, no, we someone makes a mistake, we put them on the center RCA, and then blame the whole world's problem on that person. How could you do this? How could you do this? Human. That's why it's happened. Why did you allow that to happen? Think that way. I never ask my reportees, I never ask my team members, why did you do this? I always ask if it was a problem, right? I always ask, what can we learn from this? So that next time we don't repeat the same mistake. We should make new mistakes. There are so many new mistakes to be made. Don't make the same mistake. Right? So you need to give that freedom. Once that freedom is given, some people will misuse, fire them. Those who will not misuse, promote them. Okay? When was the last time we invested in our learning on our own? I want to go to that conference. My company is not sending me. Why should the company send you? You don't have money. You have not saved the same amount you would have spent in commercial street. Because there at least we get that instant gratification. Oh, I have got this. Here it takes time to build value or return on investment. So we feel, oh, we can do that. We don't have a plan also for our learning. Because someone like my manager or my team lead or my company mandated that I have to spend X hours learning, I am learning something. Remember Three Idiots picture. Okay. When was the last time we shared how happy we are as a tester? If we don't talk about our profession in a good light, how can we expect others to say that, okay, testing is great? They'll say, hey, testers always crib, man. Testers always crib. One bug they'll find, they'll dance so much. They don't even know how to investigate that bug. Who lets talk like this? We as testers. Right? We let them talk. Because we are not investing in our skills. Simple cycle. What would testing Ikigai be? What would that Ikigai flow in testing be? We understand who we are and we understand what we are hired for. We showcase our strengths and we work on our weakness, and the very key point is we improve every day. Every day we improve. No profession can beat, or no professional can beat someone who is improving every day. Improve by 0.0001%, but improve every day. So today I took 4 hours to complete this entire testing. Let me try tomorrow by 3 hours 50 minutes. That's fine. Next day you will try to improve by 5 minutes. Let me improve my bug writing skills. Let me improve my bug investigation skills. Let me sit next to the developer and understand the whole architecture. Oh, today I don't understand anything about that DB, but tomorrow I'm not starting from scratch. I'm starting from that failed experience. I will learn quicker and better. If you be in that state, you'll soon get to a testing Ikigai, the flow state, wherein like any confusion, any pressure will not affect you. You will be like, no problem. I know what to do. I am the tester. I know what to do, when to do, how to do. Trust me, I am here. You'll get to that state soon. Being in the flow is important. Now, all of this philosophical advice, I want to give you some practical advice as well. If you don't like what you do, change. If you don't have the skills, learn. If you don't want to be bored, experiment. If you don't try, how will you know? Will I be a good security tester? Try. How can I tell you whether you will be a good security tester or not? Is there future in AI? There is no guaranteed future in any craft. Okay. There is guaranteed future for those people. People future is there. Those who are skilled and are ready to learn. Don't believe on craft basis. Believe on your skill basis. So the 7 conditions for achieving flow from the book Ikigai are these. When you read the book, you'll know. I will use these in the mind map in the next slide. So don't, it's okay if we rush through it. See, these points, I have it here. So how do we achieve flow in testing? We need to know what to do. How do we know what to do? By, we should have the courage to ask. We should have the humility to accept what we don't know. And we should learn to communicate. Many people struggle with communication. Learn. Pay, pay attention to that. Once you know what to do, you need to know how to do it. That you will learn only by doing. And also, most important is, you learn any tool or any concept. First thing you need to learn is how to learn. Learn how to learn. Okay, there is a course in Coursera also, how to learn. Very good course, do that. Learn how to learn. Once you learn how to learn, you can learn anything. You will not be worried about industry trends or anything. So learn how to learn. You should have the conscious urge to improve, and you should get better at observing and note taking, especially for testers. And then you should know how well you are doing. You remember that small story where a boy used to call a person, a lady, and ask, how is your gardener doing? That small boy, I can do it in a less amount, I can do it in a better quality. And then the lady says, no, 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 my gardener is good. And then the shopkeeper says, do you need a job? And then the boy says, no, 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 I am that gardener. I was taking my, doing a self-appraisal through this call, right? That way, you need to know how well you are doing. Get out of the well. You might be the best tester in your company, but you might be totally unaware of the world. If that's the case, please get out of the well. Know what the community is talking about. Be part of communities and introspect. Know where to go. Have good mentors. I am not at all surprised. I feel very bad for those people who say they know only 2 to 3 testers outside their company. My next question to them is, how many testers know that person? How many testers know you? They'll say, how will I know? Not many. You are in that well. You are in that small well. How long do you think water will be there in that well? You should have a group of testers outside your company also, where you can call anytime and talk about testing. How will you improve otherwise? Right? You will be stuck with one context. You should know where to go. You should have good mentors, have goals, and know the options. See, having goals is different from wishes. I want to double my salary. That's a wish. I want to double my salary by this time, and I will do this to get that. That's a good path to have. Many people stop at that first path. I want to double my salary. They stop there. They never get that. Perceiving significant challenges. When you see those challenges, practice and get out of your comfort zone. Just because something is tough for you, it doesn't mean you can never achieve it. Remember, as soon as you were born or in the first standard, if a laptop was given to you, would you be able to use it? No. That's how people learn. Slowly, we are now afraid to learn. Why is that? Because, oh, what will someone else think? They have their own problems to think. They'll not think about you. Trust me. I bet my whole salary. You ask your friend, hey, did you think about me yesterday? They'll say, hey, my problem is only 101. Why will I think about you? Right? Simply, we have the mental blockages. Perceiving significant skills. Knowing something, not applying is as good as not knowing something. Be aware of what's changing. And finally, talk to people, adapt, and then improve. And be free from distractions. Know your purpose. Be clear, super clear in what you want. And have goals and not wishes. In short, know yourself, know self. Know what you like, know what you don't like, know the triggers, what triggers you, what makes you angry, sad, happy, surprised, know that. Find good mentors, find learning partners. Learning partners are those who will push you. Hey, why you are not coding? Why you are not learning? Why you are not finding that bug? Learn this, take this. I will help you and you help me with this, right? It's like that boxing partner. They'll not hurt you, but they'll hurt you so that you learn something. I have good learning partners, like people like Anandi, Balaji, Josly, Sunny, right? Sandeep Garg. All these people are helping me. Have such learning partners. Come out of the well, practice, experiment, and network. Have a great network and stop feeding the rumor mills. Okay? Someone says, oh, this will replace that. I'll say, oh, thank you. Yes, yes, it will replace. So this is my profile. You can find my free books here, bit.ly/booksaj. These two are paid, but yeah, I feel people can afford it. Testwithajay.com is down because I was just testing what happens if I don't pay to the hosting, what error I will see. I got it and I'll pay soon. This is my LinkedIn, this is my mobile number. I usually don't pick calls unless I know who it is. So I respond to WhatsApp faster than anything. And that's it. So we can take questions. And what's the time? Oh, we have 12 minutes left. How can I join Happy Reading every Saturday? Just ping me on my WhatsApp and then I will let you know the process. And the same Saturday, it's 10 to 11 is when we do the book reading session. One weekend we do technical book on testing. One weekend we do, one Saturday we do personality development. And then the Saturday, 4 o'clock, we have the weekend testing where we practice for 2 hours testing. Okay. So this is the link for weekend testing. Weekendtesting.com. So any other questions? Yeah, I too wanted to join book reading. Yeah, you can take a screenshot of this and then contact me. Just tell me that you were part of this session so I get to know. I have given the link of weekend testing group. Any questions on Ikigai, whatever we spoke till now? Anything that you want to argue with me, anything that you feel like, oh, I agree 100% with what you have said, or I 101% disagree with what you said. I'm happy to listen to that. I'm happy to connect with testers because that's how I broaden my perspective. I broaden my knowledge. I broaden my context knowledge, right? So I interact with testers. I would like to thank women who test. I would like to thank Trigent for this opportunity. I would like to thank Capital QA, uh, which asks no questions when I say I want to present somewhere. Like, oh, why are you even telling us? Just do your work. Right. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, all of you who have joined. Right from Chaitra, Aishwarya, Amuda, Archana, Arun, Chaitanya, Deepa, Deepti, Divya, Divakar. Hello, Divakar. Gaurav, Gopinath C maybe has tested. I see 3 names. Harshita, thank you. Kiran Kumar, Madhav. Hey, Madhav, thanks. Madhav and Shruti, thank you very much for helping arranging all of this. Madhurwani, Malati, Megha, Neha, Nikhil, Nisha, Purnima, Rachita, Rajendra, Rajesh, Ranjit, Rashmita, Ravikiran, Sai Krishna, Santosh, Satya Arogya Swami, Saurabh, Shilpa, Shivkumar, Smita, Sneha, Subhash, Sushmita, Shushmitra, Udaya, Venkatesh. Thank you very much. You have decided to spend a part of your life for this session. Uh, if you have a question, you can ask in the questions group. Yes. So how to be more focused to my Ikigai, making distractions aside? I'll give you a simple solution. Get up 1 hour early or sleep 1 hour late. Be in that space where you can talk to yourself. You are the expert you need to listen to because you know the best about your context. You write, what am I good at? What do I need to learn? How can I double my salary? What is my problem in life? How can I solve it? Write it down. When you write it down itself, half the points you know, and then keep asking questions. Why is this? Why? Right? When you ask these questions, you yourself can answer. You become the consultant for yourself, and then say, okay, oh, I'm not learning anything new because it was tough. See, I'll give you an example, right? If you're going to Mysore from Bangalore, okay, if you're going to Mysore from Bangalore and the road is, there is a traffic jam, do you change the destination or do you change the path? What do you change? Destination or path? If there is a traffic jam in between, the path, correct? But relate that to testing. When we don't learn something or when we are not able to achieve something, we change the topic itself, not the path. This book did not help me. We don't try, oh, let me try video course. Or we don't even know how we learn. That's the biggest problem. If we know how we learn, then we'll take the right path. Okay, no problem. We have taken some path. And then that path is not helping us achieve something. We should change the path, not the destination. That is one mistake people do. And be at it consistently. I am learning something for like more than 25 days. Every day morning 6 to 7, I and Anandi are solving Java problems. Okay. Some days are real tough. We have no clue what to do. But we are not giving up saying, oh, Java is tough, let's try Python. No. We're like, we'll try. Does it affect my office? No. 6 to 7, no one will call you. Okay. So things like that. How to be more focused? Find making distractions aside, list out the distractions, know the triggers. Why do you switch to Facebook? When do you switch to IPL? Why is that? My wife says exercise, exercise, exercise. I don't like exercise. Today I had to exercise. Usually at that time, what I would do, I would watch the 15 minutes IPL highlights in Hotstar. Now what I did, I exercised. But the phone was 6 feet away from me playing the Mumbai versus Rajasthan Royals. No, it was some other team yesterday, Kings 11 or something. No, Archer, Rajasthan Royals only. So that 15 minutes. Uh, why did I use that? I said, no, I wanted a time tracker, how much time I'm spending exercising. So right, I played that. Tomorrow I'll play two such videos. Right? I have fulfilled what I wanted. IPL also done. My wife is also happy that I'm exercising. Right? As I told, problem is never the problem. The response to the problem is the problem. When so many opinions ponder around, how do you manage to believe in what you do and continue to do? Does Ikigai suggest something? Know yourself, what you like, only you know. And why do you worry about others when you know what you want? Do that. We eventually learn to do, but is there a technique or suggestion? Uh, get that book, and then I think that will answer most of your questions. Trying to get back to work after 10 years, learning modern testing ideas and thoughts. However, I doubt. Do I have credibility when I speak about testing ideas with current experts as I don't have recent experience? What do you need to get recent experience? Experience, right? You work extra hard. You have the maturity of 10 years. You can learn something quickly, right? Instead of, see, many testers are sleeping right now. Many testers are, executing test case. They are slow in the race. You just need to put in that extra effort and you will cross them. You need to believe in yourself. The most important thing is what you say to yourself. That matters, not someone saying something to you. What you say to yourself, that matters. You know what are the only limits? The only limits are those that we place on ourselves. Oh, I can't do this. The limits we place, right? That is the actual limit. If you just raise it, actual limit also raises. Beauty of life. So don't worry, all the best. You will definitely come back strong, and I will get to know in the testing industry that, I know your name. I will not tell it here, that I'll follow you. Good. How are we doing on time as testers? We have 3 minutes left. So is there something closing thing ritual, or we continue tester taking questions? We need to ask the stakeholders. So Shruti, what is the usual plan?
Thank you, Ajay. It was a highly interactive and motivation session. Perhaps that was, philosophical as well. So your compiling presentation, it was a wake-up call for all the testers. It forced us to, think like, forced us to relook at our current profile in a new light, actually. So yeah, thank you for
So
your.
Gaurav says, can you show your very first slide? Yes, Gaurav. Which one do you want me to? Is this the slide, or is this the one? Or the title itself? So, okay, I've given you enough time to take screenshot. If this is not the one, this is the first. I agree to that suggestion. Thanks, Ajay. How do you relate everything to testing? Because of passion. Long story. Let's talk. I realized that I get a lot of money by asking questions. I ask good questions, and testing was very easy. They pay you for asking questions. So I said, wow, what a combination, right? So if this is not the slide, which slide are you talking about? Is this the one? Okay, so I am kind of done. Anyways, I think the slides would be emailed, so all good. So thank you once again, Trigent, Women Who Test, Madhav, Shruti, Divakar, everyone who is responsible for getting me here. Thank you very much. I love this, and reasons to do the testing. Okay, now you have asked. You made very clear. This one. Good. So if all done, thank you very much, and we can wrap it up. We have like 30 seconds left.
Thank you. I hope our audience also finds a sense, of purpose to be applying the principles of Ikigai. The session was really empowering. Thank you so much. Thank you for all the attendees. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. All the best. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Ajay. Bye.